Hi, I'm Dan Reinhardt, owner of Taxidermy Art Supply, and I'd like to thank you for allowing me the opportunity to come into your home and into your taxidermy studio to tell you about the new and exciting CAD series of whitetail deer mannequins. The new CAD series consists of 200 new whitetail mannequins created with the help of computer-aided design, allowing for mannequins with perfect symmetry and advanced features such as competition molded-in nostril detail. This new nostril detail allows you to mount more deer in less time while providing your customer with a better, more detailed mount. With the CAD nostrils, absolutely no grinding is needed, and the septum is automatically built in. Another and equally important feature of the new CAD whitetail deer is perfect symmetry. You see, by combining detailed human sculpturing with competition design technology, we've been able to create the first perfect symmetry whitetail deer face. So let's get started and meet Steve Rotrammel, the sculptor of the CAD Whitetail Deer series, and hear how his features, such as the detailed nostrils, were created through detailed sculpturing and specialized technology, and what this means for you and your mount.
Hi, I'm Steve Rotrammel. This is a CAD mannequin. CAD stands for Computer Assisted Design. When we decided to start a new line of forms, we wanted to get the best result that we could possibly get and add in the features that we thought were going to make this form the best, the easiest to mount, and look the best without adding any expense. We first of all, sculpted half of the head and got it perfect. And Dan and I went back and forth with that and checked out the measurements and put in the features that we thought were going to be the most pleasing in the mount and got it done just perfectly. Well, then we sent that off to the CAD company, and they then take that and scan it with a laser scanner. Then they're able to take that one half and make the mirror image of it and put them together. And so what you have then is a perfectly symmetrical head. Now with this process, we were also able to add the interior nostril. And so all of these mannequins have a completely finished nostril interior that goes back out of sight. You don't have to do any cutting, you don't have to do any grinding, it's all finished for you. And this would compare with any competition deer head. Now, as many taxidermists as there are in the country, there's that many different opinions as to how a deer mannequin should look. So I'll tell you what I did with this muscle detail. We've got fairly strong muscle detail, and the nice thing about having the detail in there in the mannequin is it's there, and you can use it. What we want to do was to give you the opportunity to put as much detail into the face as you like, whatever your customers are looking for. And so it is a very well detailed head, as you can see. And so our goal when we came up with this CAD mannequins was to give you, out of the box, an inexpensive form, one that was going to be quick and easy to mount, one that in the long run is going to help you to make more money. Because with all of the features that are in this CAD mannequin, you're able to do more work.
Now here's the 4 poses available in the CAD series, starting from high heads down to a full sneak. This is a full sneak, like the deer just sneaking right through brush. It's a very exciting pose. Then right over here we have a pose called a semi-sneak. And this is probably the most popular pose ever created in whitetail deer. More whitetail deer have been mounted on this mannequin than anything else. A semi-sneak is a very beautiful deer. Now this is an exciting pose because it's more upright, but the head's down. Now that's aggression. That's a whitetail deer in an aggressive pose showing his rack to the other deer. And this is called the semi-upright, semi-aggressive whitetail deer. It has a nice aggressive pose to it. And finally, the traditional classic beauty, the upright whitetail deer, high and proud. Now the muscle detail continues as we move down the neck in a beautiful sternomaxillary. And then one of the most exciting aspects of this CAD series whitetail deer is the leg brisket area. You can see armpits, legs, and a brisket area that allows the hair pattern in the hide to sit in position beautifully and really finish off our mount. Instead of an old whitetail deer mount which just had a rounded off shoulder, this has the realism of a leg and brisket area. Now in the taxidermy industry, both preset eyes as well as hand-sculpted eyes are available. And what does that mean? That means that you can either buy a mannequin with the eyes preset in it, with the natural anatomy and lifelike expression already sculpted into the eyes, or you can buy a mannequin with a socket to set your eyes and sculpture the anatomy and the expression in clay. One of the most revolutionary features of the new CAD series is a contoured inner nostril detail. This is the exact nostril detail of a white-tailed deer. Look at how deep that nasal cavity is. That's very realistic, and on a regular mannequin, virtually impossible to create. Now here's an interesting item. This is actually a half-mount deer that I did. And the reason why I did this is to show what the computer-aided design looks like in the mannequin and then the corresponding mount. And if we take a look at it and I roll it from side to side, you can see the interior nostril detail. And that nostril detail, whether it's on the mount or whether it's on the mannequin, is exact to nature. It's the exact disappearing nostril into the back nasal cavity, and when you turn to the mount, you see what that means to the finished mount. Accuracy and detail that previously was really only available in competition taxidermy and is now available in every CAD white-tailed deer mannequin. So what does all this mean for you as a practicing professional taxidermist making a living and satisfying your customers on a daily basis? I think the best way to answer that is to visit with a taxidermist who's recently purchased and finished their first mount on one of these new CAD mannequins. Gene Interbide, owner of One-of-a-Kind Taxidermy in Stillman Valley, Illinois, recently mounted on his first CAD mannequin. Gene's invited us over to his studio to share with us his first experience with one of these exciting new mannequins. So let's head on over to One-of-a-Kind Taxidermy and visit with Gene Interbide.
The first thing I noticed when I pulled my first CAD mannequin out of the box was the overall detail. In particular, the muscle detail throughout the face caught my attention right away. Like most taxidermists, I'm always looking to try new products that increase the quality of my work. So trying a new CAD mannequin was an easy choice for me. The actual mounting on this mannequin was a complete pleasure. I think it was the little things, the eye detail, the nose detail, that made mounting on my first CAD so easy and enjoyable. It's important for me to use products that make my job easier and at the same time help me make more money. For me, that's exactly what these new CAD mannequins do. Most importantly, my customers went nuts when they saw my first CAD mount, and they loved it, and that's all I need to know to be sold on these new mannequins. So let's head back into my workshop and take a look at how easy and fast it is to set a CAD nostril. Now here's a whitetail that I've almost completed. It's on one of the new CAD aggressive uprights, and it fit perfect. I didn't have to pull or stretch, and everything basically fell into place. For the first time, I can give my customers competition nostril detail. And because I don't have to grind the nostril and set a septum, I can get a mount done in less time and at a higher quality. So let's set a CAD nostril on this deer and see just how fast and easy it is. First, do a quick general positioning of the skin around the nostril. Next, simply use a sculpturing tool to roll the skin in and around the nostril opening. And finally, tightly pack the inner nostril with plastic so the skin is formed and held in place for drying. That's it. Only 30 seconds and my nostril is done. I'm guaranteed a better nostril with more detail. For me, CAD mannequins are a real time saver, but best of all, they mount easy and help me make more money as a professional taxidermist. After my experience with these new CAD mannequins, I strongly recommend giving these new whitetails a try. I love them, my customers love them, and so will you.
Gene, I want to thank you for allowing us into your shop, and in particular, I want to thank you for trying and switching over to the new CAD mannequins. Thanks much.